Báwo ni ẹ̀yin tèmi? Ẹ káàárọ̀, ẹ káàsán tàbí ẹ káalẹ́. Depending on when you are seeing this video. You're welcome to another class on this channel. My name is Steve Fatai Oyeyemi, your virtual Yoruba teacher. And today we're going to be taking a look at how to tell time in Yoruba language. So, there are just a few things you need to take note of to tell time in Yoruba language. The first one is you have to know that when you're telling time in Yoruba language, we always say the ha before the minute. Now, what did this mean? You know, when you're telling time in English language, you always have something like 15 minutes past the hour of 1, 10 minutes past the hour of 5. So mostly the minutes always come before the ha. But in telling time in Yoruba language, the ha always comes first before the minute. You still confused? Don't worry. I'll get to explain as we go further in this class. The second thing you need to take note of is we say our time based on 12 hours, not 24 hours like they do in some countries. And the third point you need to take note is you just have to know your numbers 1 to 29 to tell time correctly in the Yoruba language. And before now, I've had video on this channel where I taught about how to count numbers 1 to 30. So I did it in like 3 parts. The first one, we have numbers 1 to 10. We have numbers 11 to 20 and number 21 to 30. So just go to the playlist. You will see the playlist counting numbers in Yoruba language. You will see how to learn these numbers 1 to 30. So as long as you know your numbers 1 to 30, it's easy for you to tell time in Yoruba language. After taking notes of these 3 points, what are now the vocabulary you will use in telling time in Yoruba language? You need to know time. Time in Yoruba is called ago. So for example, if you want to ask someone, what time is it? You ask the question by saying, ago melo lo lu. Ago melo lo lu. What time is it? So time is ago. Ha is wakati. Wakati. Then we have minutes. Minutes in Yoruba is called ìṣẹ́jú. Ìṣẹ́jú. Then we have half. Half is àbọ̀. Àbọ̀. Then you need to know past. Past means kọjá. Kọjá. And to. Let's take it again. Time. Ago. Ago. Wákàtí. Wákàtí. Minutes. Ìṣẹ́jú. Ìṣẹ́jú. Half. Àbọ̀. Àbọ̀. Past. Kọjá. Kọjá. To. So let's just get yourself familiarized with all these things we have here, note all these points and get yourself familiar with this vocabulary, and let's take a look at some time and you'll see that it's pretty much easier to tell time in the Yoruba language. Don't go anywhere. You're welcome back. Now we have just a few examples on the board. Like I said, it's pretty much easier to tell time in Yoruba language once you take note of this point and you know the associated word. So first, we are taking a look at how do you tell time when it's past the hour. Now, I leave this point here because we are going to be making reference to it. Now, we have 15 past 1. You know, when you're telling this time in English, you say 15 minutes past the hour of 1. Notice that the minute is coming first, right? But in Yoruba language, your ha comes first. That's the first point. So what is now 15 past 1? So we now have it as, note, you only start telling time with ago, right? Ago. what hour are we talking about? We are talking about the hour of 1. So, aago kan, that's 1 o'clock. Aago kan. Past, we say past is kọjá, right? Ọjà. Then minute, ìṣẹ́jú. How many minutes? 15. It's márùndínlógún. So, 15 minutes past the hour of 1 is aago kan kọjá ìṣẹ́jú márùndínlógún. So, that's the point we have here. Say, the hour always comes first. Unlike in the English, that we have the minutes coming first, but in Yoruba language, the hour comes first. So, see, once you take note of these points and you know your numbers, you can see it's quite easy to tell time in Yoruba language, right? So, the same thing here, we have, okay, 17 minutes past the hour of 11. That's 11:17. So, what are we doing again? Remember, we always start with aago, right? So, what hour are we talking about? We're talking about the hour of 11. And what's 11 in Yoruba? Mọ́kànlá. In case you've not seen the video where I taught how to count number in Yoruba, please go through this channel and familiarize yourself with that. Aago mọ́kànlá, and when we say past, means kọjá. Minute, ìṣẹ́jú. 17, mẹ́tàdínlógún. So, 11:17 is aago mọ́kànlá kọjá ìṣẹ́jú mẹ́tàdínlógún. So, I wish you can answer me. I will say, let's try this one together. Okay, now let's do this together, even though I know I can't hear you, but let's do it together. So, 29 minutes past the hour of 9 will now give us what? Like, based on what we explained in the first and second one, we have it aago mẹ́sàn-án. Aago mẹ́sàn-án kọjá ìṣẹ́jú mọ́kàndínlọ́gbọ̀n. So, 9:29 is aago mẹ́sàn-án kọjá ìṣẹ́jú mọ́kàndínlọ́gbọ̀n. So, we are talking about half past. So, this is a bit difference. Anything half past the hour is a bit different in how you tell it to the others, which is why I said you only need your numbers 1 to 29 to tell time, because we can't have it as saying aago méjìlá kọjá ọgbọ̀n ìṣẹ́jú. That's, you can say it that way, but it's not entirely correct. So, when you have the time that we have half past the hour, so what do we do here? We still have it as 12 méjìlá, right? Half is àbọ̀. So, anything half past the hour, we take the hour and we put half in front. So, half past 12 will give us aago méjìlá. Àbọ̀. So, half past 12 is aago méjìlá àbọ̀. Take note, from anything from the minute of 1 to 29, we use past. So, the hour comes first, followed by the minutes. But when it's half past, we just take the hour and put half in front. So, 15 minutes past the hour of 1, aago kan kọjá ìṣẹ́jú márùndínlógún. 17 minutes past the hour of 11, aago mọ́kànlá kọjá ìṣẹ́jú mẹ́tàdínlógún. 29 minutes past the hour of 9, aago mẹ́sàn-án kọjá ìṣẹ́jú mọ́kàndínlọ́gbọ̀n. Anything half past 12, we have it as aago méjìlá àbọ̀. The same way, if the time was to be half past 1, then we say aago kan àbọ̀. So you can see this is quite easy to understand, right? Yoruba language is very interesting to learn and it's quite easy to understand. Now, we've just done half past, we've done past. So let's look at how to say the time when it's to the hour. So stick with me. Let's take that down. And now we want to take a look at how to tell time when it's maybe minutes to the hour. Now, we've taken a look at past the hour, but now we want to take a look at minutes to the hour. So we have 15 minutes to the hour of 1. That's on your digital clock. It will give you 12:45. So how do we say 12:45 in Yoruba? Remember, we are still making use of our numbers 1 to 29. So 15 minutes to the hour of 1 will now be aago kan ku ìṣẹ́jú márùndínlógún. Okay. So 15 minutes to the hour of 1 is aago kan ku ìṣẹ́jú márùndínlógún. The same way, 17 minutes to the hour of 11, that's 10:43. So we now give us, we bring this hour first. That one is constant every time. Aago mọ́kànlá ku ìṣẹ́jú mẹ́tàdínlógún. Aago mọ́kànlá ku ìṣẹ́jú mẹ́tàdínlógún. So 29 minutes to the hour of 9. So now we are saying there is 29 minutes to the hour of 9. So how do we say this? Say aago mẹ́sàn-án. Aago mẹ́sàn-án ku ìṣẹ́jú mọ́kàndínlọ́gbọ̀n. So 29 minutes to the hour of 9 is aago mẹ́sàn-án ku ìṣẹ́jú mọ́kàndínlọ́gbọ̀n. And 5 minutes to the hour of 4 is aago mẹ́rin. Aago mẹ́rin ku ìṣẹ́jú márùn-ún. So look now, 15 minutes to the hour of 1. Aago kan ku ìṣẹ́jú márùndínlógún. That's 12:45. So it cannot be 12:45 a.m. or 12:45 p.m. So if it's 12:45 a.m., aago kan ku ìṣẹ́jú márùndínlógún. Now, 17 minutes to the hour of 11. Aago mọ́kànlá ku ìṣẹ́jú mẹ́tàdínlógún. 29 minutes to the hour of 9. Aago mẹ́sàn-án ku ìṣẹ́jú mọ́kàndínlọ́gbọ̀n. And 5 minutes to the hour of 4. Aago mẹ́sàn-án ku ìṣẹ́jú márùn-ún. Basically, to tell time in Yoruba language is one of the simplest things you can learn in the Yoruba language. Like I said, take note of these 3 points. Know your numbers 1 to 29. Once again, in case you don't know your number 1 to 29 in Yoruba before, go through this channel, locate the playlist Yoruba numbers. There you will learn how to count Yoruba numbers from 1 to 100. We have all this video on the channel. And this will bring us to the end of this lesson. In case you have any question about spending time in Yoruba, or there is something that's not clear to you, feel free to drop the question in the comment section. Or if there's any topic you want me to make a video on, drop the topic in the comment section and let's see how we can do that together. Till I see you in the next video, I remain your virtual Yoruba teacher, Fatai Oyeyemi. Ká fayọ̀ pàdé. Ire o.